For the last 6 months, I posted one reel, one TikTok, one YouTube short every single day. And now we're here in Portugal, we're on a road trip, seeing some family, exploring. Right now, specifically, we're living out of this van, and it's great for a few days, but then we're gonna go all around Europe, so it's a bit of a trip. So bear with me if the quality of the videos, of the production around these talking parts goes down a little bit, because I only have my camera and my Rode mic. Anyways, within these last 6 months, my style as a filmmaker grew so much. I changed so much. I became a better filmmaker, a better editor, a better colorist. Now, it is a bit bright out there, so let's do this. 1 second. And this. The secret to be posting every single day and make viral shorts, Instagram, TikToks, whatever your niche is, it's very simple. You have to understand how your footage work and how to make that work for you. You don't need to shoot every single day something new. You can make a reel about something that happened yesterday, then a color grading reel about something that happened yesterday, and then maybe you shoot something else and then you go back and you mix 2 days together. So it's all about optimizing your footage and make it work so you can post every single day. One thing to remember is that you never actually shoot vertical. And I repeat this to everyone who shoots vertical, but unless that's literally all of the content that you're going to use, only vertical, I don't actually believe that shooting vertical is good. And the reason is because the content just becomes so restricted for the way you can use it. And for example, for me, I always try to shoot everything horizontal, so I can use it for YouTube, I can use it for stock footage. There's so many ways you can make money and make passive income with the same footage that you're shooting reels, TikToks, shorts. Another thing that I always keep in mind when I make this little short is to have a little storyline, so that whoever's watching your videos, your shorts, it's very entertained, it's very into the video, and it doesn't want to kind of go away from the video. It's not just a bunch of pretty shots. Yes, sometimes it is, but not all the time. Usually when I shoot, I try and create a little storyline within my little shoot, like a wide, a medium, a close up, make a little bit of storyline out of it, and then I can use that within, for example, longer YouTube videos. For example, here in Portugal, right now we're filming so much, and every time I'm filming, I always have in mind, what can I use this footage with, and how can I optimize this footage. Very important thing is to always remember to shoot at the right frame rate, because it doesn't make sense to me that you shoot a reveal shot or a fast-paced shot at a very high frame rate, for example, because you should always understand, am I going to slow it down, yes or no? Sometimes I'm unsure, so I shoot at a high frame rate just in case, but most of the time I am always very sure. It's very easy to understand what I want to slow down and what I don't want. For example, if someone is running or skateboarding and I'm shooting handheld, I most of the time want to shoot that at 24 just because of the cool motion effect, motion blur, that it just looks natural. Maybe I shoot 1 or 2 close up at the higher frame rate, but most of them will be at 24 frames per second. Then if I want to do like a reveal shot, for example, I will do at 60 just because, especially if it's handheld, I have a lot more control over the smoothness, and it's just not nice when you have a reveal shot and then it's just like, just doesn't look good. So be careful at what frame rate you shoot at. Okay, now that we got everything we needed, let's hop onto DaVinci Resolve, which is my software of choice. But first, I always forget to turn this little screen around, and I always end up looking at the screen and not at you guys. Maybe I should pull a bit of a Casey Neistat, just doing that and looking into the screen, but you don't know that I'm not looking into the camera. Anyways, we're into DaVinci Resolve right now, and what we're gonna do is opening the project that I use all the time, which is Reels 30 frames per second. All of the social media have 30 frames per second as a native frame rate, so you should try and match that. And also, I never recommend to export in 4K, just do a 1080p vertical. I think it just looks better because there's less compression. Talking about reels, usually my reels are between 7 to 14 seconds. I don't do crazy long reels, and I don't do crazy short reels. That's just my preference. And going about sound, I just scroll for Instagram obviously, and I find the trending sounds that are anywhere between 2,000 to 8,000-9,000 users with a few viral videos, and they are trending. To do that, just scroll through Instagram and look for the little arrow in the bottom left, and then just pick a sound that you like and that matches your vibe. Talking about editing, I don't do any of these crazy transitions. Sometimes I add some light leaks or some film burns just because that's my style. The rest, I keep it simple, cinematic, very cool looking. I like to think at least. And I had some sound design, very simple editing, and I focus more on colors and compositions and sound design, as I just said. Talking about colors, this is usually what I use. I just copy and paste it from one reel to the other, and then I adjust a few things. But this node has got a simple Rec 709 conversion, and then some primaries and colors adjustment. Add some turquoise to the shadows. Add one of my light at 50% opacity, just because that's what I'm lacking right now. A bit of halation using the enhancer, a bit of blur on the edges, a bit of vignette, pretty much everything when it comes to color. And then when it comes to export, as I said, 30 frames per second, 1080p, 4K. And these are all my settings I use in DaVinci. You can see it here. And these is what I think works better for Reels, TikToks, and YouTube Shorts. I talked about audio for Instagram Reels, but I didn't talk about audio for TikTok and YouTube. It's because I use the same audio and then I mute it, I keep the sound effects, and then I find an audio that sounds good on Shorts and on TikTok, as I mostly actually make these videos, short videos, for Instagram, because that's the platform that brings me the most work. Last point, when it comes to uploading, I make sure I'm a very good Wi-Fi or 5G connection, and then when I click upload, I turn down the volume of the original audio to 2 or 3 so that it still ranks for it, but obviously my audio, my sound design is there. And that's pretty much it. I use 5 or 6 hashtags, and that's it. Now you know all my secrets. So please go make more videos. Don't make excuses. You can make one video, one 10-second video a day. It's so easy. It takes me like between 30 minutes to 45 minutes every day. Just dedicate that to your personal branding, to growing your personal branding, and hopefully grow your business. That's it for today, guys. Subscribe, like, all those things. See you in the next one.